Snarkwe, Talofa, and good morning to you people of the internet. Welcome to Right in the Childhood. This is the show where I examine a children's TV show or movie. It can be a classic one, or one that's relatively new. Some of my older viewers may remember a classic TV show called Captain Planet. This eco-friendly cartoon revolved around 5 kids given power rings who fought polluting capitalists with the help of Earth's mightiest champion, Captain Planet. Captain Planet, there was an overflow of kids media with preaching messages trying to get them to change their lifestyle and all manner of other things. In 2004, Magnus Scheving created an equally insufferable show called LazyTown, trying to get kids to lead healthier lives. Generally, I don't have a problem with this kind of media. I'm fine with it as long as they preach moderation and they're preaching good stuff to the kids. But this message is so clearly placed in the audience's face. It's kind of like an annoying clown trying so hard to make you laugh, but it's just insufferable. Honestly, LazyTown is one of those negative examples of really preachy kids media. Why is it so bad? Let's journey in and find out. This is LazyTown. The show revolves around the denizens of LazyTown, made up of a group of very creepy puppets. All of them have succumbed to extremely lazy habits, but all this changes when the mayor's niece Stephanie, an extremely active pink-haired girl, arrives. Unlike the other characters met in the first few seconds of the pilot, she is a live-action character. Now, just hold on a minute. How the hell does that work? How does a puppet give birth to a human being? If there was one human and one puppet parent, that would not be the resulting child. It would probably look like an even shittier Chucky from Child's Play. Anyway, after arriving, she discovers the problem with the town's citizens. They're all lazy, each of them representing the 5 deadly sins of laziness. Ziggy, who can always be seen with a lollipop in hand, represents gluttony with his addiction to sweets. Stingy, who represents selfishness and greed. Trixie, the town troublemaker, do I really need to say more? And Pixel, who is too overly dependent on technology. You also have 2 adults. Mayor Meanswell, who is portrayed as a nervous wreck and ineffective. Still a better mayor than John Banks though. And then you have the vain Miss Busybody. Of course, you have the hero of the town. Now, this is one area Captain Planet does better in. When Ted Turner was making Captain Planet, he gave the role of the title character to David Coburn. The show's creator, Magnus Scheving, sorry I don't know my Icelandish language, had to resolve to playing the hero's role himself. You know they're getting desperate to get the message through when they're having to play a lead role in their own show. He plays Sportacus, an active exercise-crazed superhero dedicated to changing the town for the better. Now, the one thing I hate about this character is the fact I have to make a big song and dance of how he moves around. There's always this montage of music as he jumps away, like so. What's wrong with just walking or running around? Why the big song and dance about something we all do? This is making the 1960s Batman show look like Batman Returns. Or what would a superhero be without a weakness? Superman has kryptonite, Green Lantern the color yellow, and Captain Planet's toxins. Sportacus is, get this, sugar. Yep, one piece of chocolate or anything sweet will make the guy fall into a deep coma. The only way to save him, of course, is to give him something healthy to eat. That means he's probably praying the main villain isn't to Stay Puft Man. Otherwise, he's screwed. And then there's the villain, Robbie Rotten. I guess you could say he's a thin, dirty Dan mixed with all the Batman villains if Joel Schumacher got his hands on the ball. His goal in life is to rid LazyTown Sportacus so he can get some sleep. A unique motivation. Stupid, but unique. His plots usually include trying to get the kids to give in to their lazy demons or ruin a plan to make the people healthy and active, donning a very stupid disguise in the process. And he always gets found out, and it's always the same. He marches off, his head hung in shame, repeating his name. Sure, there's no need to take him to prison. It's not like this anarchist is going to do it again. And much like Captain Planet, there's always a method to an episode of the show. In fact, there are 3. A typical one is that one of the kids, usually Stephanie, comes up with an idea to get the town active or bring them together. Robbie Rotten finds out and tries to stop the plan, usually getting one of the kids in danger, and Sportacus comes to save the day and Robbie Rotten is found out. End episode. Again, most of their episodes focus around health issues, like exercise, vegetables, and all that. But there are also some bizarre topics like diaries and privacy. Yeah, there's an episode where Robbie Rotten forges diary entries in Stephanie's diary, and Sportacus has to go and reveal the truth. There's also stupid episodes which are effectively clip shows of previous episodes. Weak! Also with the show, there is music included. There are usually 3 songs per episode. The first being the theme song, which I can actually say is pretty cool. It does actually make you get into the mood to exercise. I actually think it started out as a kid's exercise song, but then Magnus went and said, "Hey, you know what? Let's make this into a TV show." Worst mistake of his life. Though, again, it is a cool song. Don't believe me? Here it is. Be warned, it is very catchy.
Welcome to LazyTown, a place where you wanna stay. You'll meet Robbie with his rotten plan, and Sportacus saving the day. Stephanie is new in town, and soon she and Ziggy are friends. With Pixel, Stingy, and Trixie too, they're gonna have a blast together. Go, 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 get a LazyTown. It's the start of a brand new day. Things are upside down here in LazyTown. Adventure's just a moment away.
See what I mean? That's probably the only good thing I'll say about the show. The song in the middle of the episode is usually a boring song to accompany an activity. A time saver, if you will. Most of them are forgettable, with the exception of one in a very early episode that remained forgotten until my friend reminded me of the show. It was in a very early episode, and it goes like this.
Links in a chain, tracks for a train. They're always better together. Hot cocoa in a mug, a kiss and a hug. They're always better together. When nothing seems to fit, and you just wanna quit. Teamwork, do it together. Teamwork, friends forever.
That piece of crap is torture. It's the equivalent of having to put up with a loop of Nicki Minaj followed by 100 Ways to Love a Cat while locked in your bedroom. I hate that song with a passion, and it makes me want to chop off my arms and have them forced down my throat. And then we have the ending song. This one is as equally insufferable as the song I shall not name. This was the song I remembered most from the series. Just as Robbie Rotten is defeated, Stephanie launches into a nonsensical song.
Bing bang, digga digga dong. Funny words I sing when I am dancing. Bing bang, digga.
It's plain nonsense, nothing more, and it will make you want to put a gun to your head. And I don't play this once. It's on at the end of every single freaking episode. And they play an instrumental during the credits to hammer the nail into the coffin of your sanity. So, after examining the show, what can I say about it but, this sucks! It's so stupid, even for a kid's show. They make a big show out of nothing. The puppets are just creepy, and they hardly make any effort to deviate from this typical storyline. As for the message they try to pass on to kids, what they do is wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against people who want to ensure we maintain a healthy diet and exercise, but they act like even 1 sweet or 1 minute in front of a computer screen is wrong. Whilst the characters never ever change, it seems to communicate that in order to be a completely healthy person, you have to do nothing but exercise and eat fruit and vegetables. It's called moderation, ladies and gentlemen. Eating a burger every so often or spending time on social media isn't going to harm you, but this show is giving kids the wrong idea. I hereby decide to give this show the disastrous 3 out of 10. Sorry, Magnus, not even the cool theme song can redeem this crap. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, goodbye, hairera.
Bing bang, digga digga dong.